Hi everyone, welcome back and welcome to another reading, Gemini. This will be your reading for May 2022. It's good to see you guys again. I know this reading is super late. This month has been a beast, but I'm back. And we back. So let's get into your reading. It's definitely a vibe. Yeah, it's a vibe. That could be a message. It's definitely a vibe, but it's also a vibe change. I just did the Taurus reading. Overall energy for you for May is the Death card. So some of you there could be a Scorpio who is pretty prominent in your life for one. But also what this could be about is this Taurus season for you is about, there are a couple different things that are just very clear to me. One, it has something to do with the kind of money that you're making right now. It's like it's different. It's different. I'm definitely picking up on increase here for sure. I'm definitely picking up on security as well. Be careful. You would think that security is coming to the rescue. I'm not here to put anyone on blast, but I don't know. Yeah, there's just, be careful. So what else is coming with this? Also intuitively, in addition to the financial increase, is just also, it's about the things that you are taking into this next chapter of your life, isn't it? The Scorpio could be one of those things that you are if this is a person, I don't think that you should be reckless with them. You need to clear your mind. You need to choose. What do you want? I'm like resisting the urge to sing. What's it gonna be? 'Cause I can't pretend. Don't you wanna be more than friends? You don't know. You don't know. There is this feeling of, there is a loss here that is indescribable. There's a loss here that is indescribable. You don't know where to start with it. It's like you're back at square one. It's like, you know, new beginnings can be a blessing, but they can also be a curse if what you're leaving behind, what you're losing, is something that is priceless. Well, I can say that what it looks like this starts with And it's gonna sound very cliche, so I apologize in advance. But with the Death card, the Fool card, and the Judgment card coming right out like this, one after the other, we have an ending, we have a beginning, and we have acceptance. And it's like that is the first thing that you need. Clarity is the first thing that you need. Understanding is the first thing that you need. And while it's true that there are some things that are just not in your control, is a phrase that I feel has been abused time and time again, and one that I would say that you don't always subscribe to that. You don't always believe that anyways. I do think that it's one that applies here. It's one that applies here. It's one that applies this month, and I think it's one that you should cling to. I think it's not just a phrase. It's a fact of life that you must remember, remind yourself of. And I do think that is it going to make it hurt any less? Is it going to make the loss any less painful? No. But it will help you maintain. I know that work is pretty difficult. It's just I'm just thinking of a way to say this without sounding callous and unfeeling, which is not my intention. We work because we are passionate, some of us, and then others of us, we work to sustain ourselves. We work for money. And it tends to pale when the money that is, it tends to pale in comparison to something greater. It's like when it's placed next to things that you value more or that mean more to you. As we said, it's priceless. It's not about the money. It's about how alone you feel right now. Yeah. I'm sorry. Nine of Pentacles and the World to close. I do think that some of you again, it sounds a bit cliche, but I do think that you just need time. And I think that you need space. I think that you can take care of yourself. I think that you know what you need. And I don't know that you so much need people to hold space for you or need people to take care of you. Like, this energy is just really pushing through right now. Like, it's giving, I can take care of myself. Yeah, it's very, you know, yeah. Careful. As in, as an Aries, you know, I'm very supportive in that regard. And the whole, you know, like, trust me, I get it. I get it. You want to do things alone. You want to do things alone, and you can do things alone. You have the strength to. But, you know, in those moments when you feel like you don't have the strength, or in those moments where you're just exhausted, just know that you do have a support system that is here, that is clear, and they are willing to help you when you're weary and when it gets hard. One sec. Hey Gemini, here are your cards again for May. Let's just grab your oracles really quick, and then we're going to talk about these again. All right. So the overall energy for you we have is a death card. So coming with that death card is, I think, a feeling of loss. Something is ending here, that's for sure, and something else is beginning. I don't think that you have much say in the matter, and I think that that's a fact that does not sit well with you, doesn't jive with your spirit, doesn't make sense. I do think that some of you might have a lot of unanswered questions. There are things that seem unreasonable to you right now. You who is, reason is very important to you. And I think that that may lead you to, you know, I don't think that this is causing you to lash out. And it's like not having a reason, or not having the answers, or having it all figured out is not what's bothering you the most. It's what upsets you is the fact that the end is here. You do this very beautiful thing this month, and it's a thing that I think that you can and should be proud of. You find a way to see the beauty in the chaos. I don't think that you're not going to find a reason or find an answer that's good enough for you. But I think that whatever you do find, the peace you do make, if that only looks like you stop fighting, it will be enough to move forward. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, a Scorpio, or I'm also getting Libra. You know what I want to do? Hold that thought. I want to I just picked this deck up and look what's at the bottom of it as well. Yeah. So this is the Universal Tarot here, and we're gonna clarify with the writer. We've talked enough about the Death card. Let's take a look at the Fool card and the Judgment card together. Be careful while driving. I think that some of you are worried about work. As we said, it's like you don't have the focus, you don't have the drive. Let's take a look at this Knight of Pentacles next. You don't care who sees. Not sure what that means. Make sure that you're eating. Make sure that you are sleeping. I know that sometimes you guys can forget when you get lost in your thoughts, when you're in pursuit. Watch your projections here. What's really bothering you in the middle of the month? Don't fight with the Aquarius. Don't fight with the Virgo. Slow down. Watch your projections. What is really bothering you? What is really upsetting you? And I think if you ask yourself these questions, whenever you start to feel irritated, I think that will be the reminder that you need to keep the big picture in mind and to process your anger, your irritation in a more healthy way. Let's take a look at the sun is catching my eye. If you're wondering if you'll ever be able to move on, you will. If you're wondering if you'll ever be able to rebuild again, you will. If you're wondering if you ever find the motivation, if you'll ever find the strength to carry on, to continue, you will. It has a lot to do with appreciation for what you have in your life. A cherishing of it, a respect for it. That's here in the energy heavy this month. I like that. So your other cards that came out here is, so these cards are, the first one is fear, and I do think that there is a feeling of paralysis here that is it's difficult. It's difficult. It's yours to take care of, and it's yours to handle. Incidentally, we have the business card here, and typically this would read like work, but I think it does this kind of goes along. It's supposed to go with the fear message, and it being your business. As we said, this energy is very much here in the read of you wanting to handle things, you wanting to take care of things on your own. The next card we got here is petty. I do think that any arguments or any spats that arise this month are petty in nature. And I think that's why you should ask yourself those questions we were talking about, just to really get to the bottom of that and rise above that petty energy. Number 3, the month of November, North, infatuation, and Libra, which we did say. Libra is there too. All right, this was your read. Thanks so much for your patience. I love you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.